What's up everybody? In this episode we're talking about grocery shopping. So, grocery shopping. Not the most exciting topic in the world, but it is a huge factor when it comes to how much you spend in your weekly budget. Food plays a massive impact on your bottom line each week. So I know for experience, this has a big impact on a lot of clients' lives, and it varies on how much you spend on groceries. So some people spend a little, as $60, $70 a week on groceries. Other people spend $200, $250 a week on groceries. So it has a huge range, and it really depends on your personal circumstances, on how much you spend, but it is something that everyone has to do. You have to eat to live. When you combine something that we have to do and we do on a regular basis, and there's money involved, it has a big impact on our lives. I know for myself, I grew up in a household of 5, so me and 2 older brothers and my 2 parents, and I can't even imagine how much my parents would have spent on groceries trying to feed the 3 of us, 3 young boys growing up. It just blows my mind thinking about how they would have survived and how they would have afforded to spend that much money on groceries to put food on the table every single night, every single day for 3 young boys. Grocery shopping is really interesting because it's not something that we're really taught how to do or when to do it or where to do it. It's just kind of something that's assumed. First of all, where do you grocery shop? You've got plenty of options. So here on the Gold Coast, we've got Woolworths, we've got Coles, we've got Aldi, we've got farmers markets, we've got IGA, we've got just random little grocery stores. There's plenty of places to shop. So I'm sure that's the same around the rest of Australia. For me, I'm a big fan of Aldi. So I know it's a contentious issue and there's much debate between whether Aldi's better than Woolworths, whether Aldi's better than Coles, and there's a big war going on, and a lot of people don't like Aldi. So I'm just putting it out there that I'm a big fan of Aldi, and I think if you give it a chance, you might be surprised. So for me, Aldi I've found is the best option for price, or best value for money basically. And I'm lucky enough, I live across the road from Coles, and I also live across the road from Aldi, so I've got 2 options there. Now, my pick is Aldi, but I know for a lot of people, they hate it. They just don't like you have to pack your own groceries at the counter. They don't like the home brands, and just the way the store's laid out. It's just confusing for everyone. But for me, where to shop, my number 1 is Aldi. But it really comes down to convenience and what you're looking for. So the next thing I want to talk about is how do you shop, and this is a big one. How do you grocery shop? So are you a weekly shopper? Do you plan out your week and buy all your groceries in one hit, or are you a daily shopper? So do you go to the shops every single day and buy groceries or buy food for that night or for that next day? So me personally, I like to do a weekly shop, and this is something that I recommend for all my clients to do. A weekly shop is just most time efficient, and it's best for your budget as well. So what I do is I plan out my week on a weekend, so a Saturday or Sunday. I sit down with me and my partner and we plan out our meals for the week. So Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, depending on how you do it. Usually we're out and about on the weekend, so we don't plan for there, but at minimum we say Monday to Friday. So we plan for the week ahead, and we jump online on either websites like Taste or just Google a couple of recipes, find some interesting meals and plan out your week. And then we go and do one grocery shop. So that's how I do it, and that's something that I recommend for a lot of people to do. Now I know that's usually a big change because most people just do it on a daily basis. They go and do a grocery shop, and for them thinking about doing a weekly shop just blows their mind, and they couldn't think of doing anything worse. It's the best time saver, and it's the best one for your budget because you plan it all out, you go there once, you get it done, and you know that you've got the food for the week and you don't have to keep going back, because every time you go back to the shops during the week, you're going to buy a little item, something extra, something more that you need, something this, something that, and it just all adds up. Also, if you're looking to save some extra time, prepare some meals on a Sunday. So a bit of meal prep on a Sunday or a Monday night, and it helps you plan out for the week. So not only does this save you time, save you money, but it also helps with eating healthily. So I know for me, I work late during the week, so I don't want to be coming home and having no food in the fridge and then having to call up Uber Eats or going across the road and getting takeout pizza, because I know that's not great for my health. So by having some meals planned ahead, I know that I'm going to come home to a meal either cooked or something, all the food's going to be in the fridge, and I can just whip up something quickly, and I know that I'm going to get a healthy meal. Set yourself a budget on how much you're going to spend for that week on groceries. Now, this might take some getting used to, but this is a massive issue on how much do you spend on groceries. So for me personally, I like to set a budget of $100 per week for food, groceries, and everything that we buy at the shops for the week. And now that's for me and my partner. We've got no kids, and we just shop for the two of us. So that might be different for your circumstances, but for us, we like to set a budget of $100 a week. Now, for some people that might seem insane. Like, how on earth do you feed yourself for $100 a week? But we make it work, and planning ahead really helps in setting that budget. So what I would recommend you do is go to the shops on a full stomach. Never go shopping when you're hungry, because you're going to be eating more. It's just a psychology type of thing. Set yourself a budget, take cash, and if you go over, you've only got cash, so there's no chance of you overspending. So you might have to put some groceries back, or you might have to put some of that chocolate or ice cream back that you don't really need, but you thought you'd just get it anyway. And that way it might help you to set or stick to a budget. So let me know your shopping tips. Let me know if this is useful. If it is, like, subscribe, comment below, and stay tuned for next week's episode.